We had an error. Oh, we're live? Give me a second.
Yeah,
I think we're live.
yeah, we roll.
This is the error has occurred. No, we're not live yet.
It's counting down on my side.
It says we're live for 20 seconds, but I don't see anything here.
No.
No, I'm looking at my screen. It's not coming in.
Yeah, in the chat, let us know if you see us.
No, it's not coming up. The error has occurred. I'm going to try again. I don't want to end the stream.
Oh, it says 3 watching.
Okay, hold on. There you go. It won't go live.
It says 3 watching. Yeah, we got people in the chat too.
Yeah.
Mr. Robux Bucks. Looks like some BA out there. And this is not AI.
There we go. Hey. Sorry about the delay. We had a little issue with going live, but I am Christopher Rares and the host, Raider Nation Jason. Jason, guess what? Something happened tonight that usually don't happen with the Raiders in the past 2 years. So I say we start the show and we'll talk about what happened tonight.
Let's do it.
All right. Something's going on with this. I had no idea what's going on.
I got it. Raider Nation Jason.
Hey.
Raider Nation Jason. Chris, 4 Raiders. Chewy, and this the Cover 3 show. Raider Nation Jason. Chris, 4 Raiders. Chewy, and this the Cover 3 show. Raider Nation Jason. Chris, 4 Raiders. Chewy, and this the Cover 3 show. Raider Nation. Raiders.
Hey.
All right, I think it worked. I don't know what happened. But anyway, welcome to the Cover 3 show. Cover 3 show. I'm Christopher Raiders, and that's Raider Nate Jason over there.
It's your boy.
So how you feeling today?
I feel good. I feel better. Yeah, but I can't be the angry one, all the time. So, I'm feeling better though. Like I said, the closer we get to the season, it's gonna be the real deal. Anything?
There gotta be some good and evil. See, my side is light, so it must be the good, and your side is dark, so you're the evil. So it's gotta. Anyway, something happened tonight. Like I said, that we haven't seen really too much of it in the past 2-3 years. The Raiders won. It's a preseason game, but they still won. Am I excited they won? I'm always happy when the Raiders win, but there's some things in there they definitely need to work on, man. I don't know if you saw the whole game, but that first half was atrocious. I almost turned TV off again.
Yeah, I seen the first half. Definitely seen that first. In fact, I walked in on the Fernando Mendoza pick 6. Terrible tackle, son. You gotta get that. You gotta get the tackling drills going.
Yeah.
Trip them feet or something, no, but he ain't supposed to. We don't want him hurt or nothing like that. But yeah, you either do it though, or don't do it at all. Don't half-ass it. You either get it or don't do it. But and it was kind of an effort. Like he put it behind him, but bro could have tried to make at least an effort for it too. Save your QB. At least bat it down or something.
Yeah, well, it was a pick 6. It was a mistake on the receiver and most part the quarterback. But those things happen. I haven't yet to see a quarterback go through a whole season without one interception. Not one. Regular season or preseason or whatever it is. I was looking for some people to step up, and some did, and some I expect you to step up didn't. That's what I was looking for. I didn't really care if they won or lost because they really don't. The wins don't matter to me. I just want to see who plays and who can play, who can step up. You know.
Yeah.
So, Colin said, Packers fan here, you're going to love with Walker. We already do. You're better than we had last year, so we already love him already. So, although he didn't play tonight, but still, we can see what he can and is capable of doing. So, yeah, thanks for that.
Appreciate it. Thank you for coming too, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming, dropping by. I appreciate it. I don't know. I have mixed emotions about this game. I really do. I don't feel like I said, nobody stepped up. Fernando looked mid. He looked like a rookie quarterback, which he is. He looked mid. He made a couple of good passes and a couple of drop passes by the guy I really wanted to step up was what's his name? Shit, I can't think right now. Yeah, Benson. Yeah, I was thinking quick.
He dropped a cold one in the first half that would have, kept the drive going, but
he dropped cold. He dropped one that got a first down, and then plus he had an open room. He can run for a touchdown.
I felt like that was almost a fumble too, because it felt like he had it, he caught it, but then boy knocked it out. But I don't think he made a football. You know what I mean? If he got the two and then, you know what I mean? Or I don't know.
Not that one, but the other one.
Yeah.
This is another one a little early in the game where Aiden O'Connell threw him a ball. Not Aiden O'Connell, but Mendoza threw him the ball on the out pattern, and it would have been a first down if he held to the ball and possibly a touchdown because there was nobody in front of him. And fast as he could have ran for a touchdown, but he didn't see the ball in. He was looking at trying to run before he caught it. But that's a rookie mistake. They're rookies, so hats off to him for at least trying. And the other cat, incomplete. He got the ball knocked off his hand. He didn't secure it fast enough.
Yeah.
But Washington showed up like I expected he would. Nosa showed up in the game.
AOC
did, of course. No. Yeah, he did. Oh, he did. But Lobby showed up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, when he went, because as you know how when like we see the play and we see it on the screen like go that way. I swear I was going go right, and then he busts a move to the right. I'm like, thank God, somebody heard me. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a good score. He hustled.
Yeah, touchdown. Yeah.
I don't mind him sticking around. Like I think he's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll definitely put the work in, man. And that's all you need is hustle, man. Right opportunity.
Well, the running back room, all of them showed up because I'm looking at their average. The lowest average per temp was MB. He had 4.5 yards a carry.
Yeah.
So the running back room did show up. They had a total of 159 yards rushing. 159 yards rushing.
Better.
So the running back room showed up. They were there. They played.
Yeah.
So no problem there. Washington once again break off a big one. 30-yard run. 33-yard run. Breaks off a big one.
Yeah.
So he showed up. Lobby showed up. That Ungombawe, I really like him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
I got Ungombawe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. He might have a roster spot, but plus he's a veteran too. So, Hemby might be either on the bubble or be on the practice squad, but running back room showed up.
Yeah.
And the fact is that they played behind the second string offensive line. They showed up. So that means tell me that if the first string was out there, they'd probably do even better. But I'm not mad at it. So the running back room gets a pass. They're good.
And that right there will take the pressure off to QB, you know what I'm saying, and our receiver room. It'll, at least take the pressure off that, and then just somebody has to make a play on third down, And I mean, we got Brock from, we do have Brock to get that done.
No, I was going to the receiving room next.
Mm-hmm.
The receiving room, all besides a couple of drops by Benson, they look decent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nobody really stood out to me.
Did Besh play?
No, Besh didn't play.
Oh, he didn't.
No, Besh did not play. So nobody really stood out really that amazing to me on the wide receiver part. Sia Jackson had a couple good touches. Jalen Naylor had one good pass, one good catch. You know, Ian Thompson had a few catches. So everybody got some touches, but nobody really stood out. And that goes back to you saying that let's see here. That goes back to what you were saying, that we need wide receivers. Yes, we do. We know that's the weakest part, one of our weakest part of our team. Mendoza was a mixed bag, but one pick on that pick can't be laid over the middle. Yeah, exactly. But made really good throws, I believe. He made some good throws. I'm not gonna say that pick made him look bad for the whole night. Yeah. You try to force it in there. Then you got to realize here that in the NFL, these guys are much faster to the ball than they were in college.
Yeah. Did you see how they were sitting on routes? Like the either the safety or the backers would just sit and then wait till you get to a location and just come down. You know what I'm saying? Or wait till he throws the ball, and then right when he throws it, they were coming down.
Well, you're playing against a top-notch defense. Even the second string can be stars on other team. You know that?
Oh,
so
yeah.
You're not playing against. What was that?
Their practice squad will probably be starters on our squad.
Yeah, I'm saying that their second team could be stars on any other team. So they weren't playing against any slouchers. So that's all I want to see. That's why I want to see this game more than anything else in the preseason. Because Mendoza going to go against a top-notch defense. Let's see how he reacts to it, how he responds to it. He reacted well to it, I think. You know, like I said, he made a rookie mistake. He made some good throws. I think he made more good throws than bad throws. Just a couple of drops that made him look bad. But other than that, he looked all right. Is he ready to start? No, not even close.
I like his demeanor too. Like he's, you know, you can tell like it's crazy. Like, you know, people that get discouraged on the sideline and get, you know, pouty, but he's talking to the coaches, trying to, you know what I mean, pretty much work it out. And he's not. I think the Fernando we see on the mic is a different Fernando than we see on the field. You know, like he's talking, like, you know, you ask him, you know, how do you like throwing to Trey Tucker? Like Trey Tucker, track star at high school, you know, good person, likes dogs. You know, he just go, you know, but on the field, he's a lightweight killer on that field. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's because you can see him going back and forth with the coaches, not in a bad way, but just like, you know, trying to explain like what he's seeing and like what to do, you know, what to do. And I love that. You know, he's not pouting just because it was after the pick six too. You know what I mean? And then just working it out. Because that's what I say, without communication, you can't work on anything. That's why I hate it. Like past seasons where Gino would just go to the sideline, just sit down, you know, not trying to talk to the receivers like, hey, what did you see? You know, where'd you want me to be? Where was I? You know, like, how can I not do this next time? You know, that's how it's supposed to go. That's how you get better. You can make mistakes. That's how you learn. I would rather Fernando make 1,000,000 mistakes because he's going to learn 1,000,000 times, you know, what not to do. But, you know.
Hey, Don, check your Instagram. You get a chance. Yeah, but, yeah, I was going to say, though, make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. All rookies do. You know, you're going to make mistakes. I'd rather have him do it now than do it later in the season when he has to come in or when he does come in.
Yeah.
You know, he said that I watched the what you call it, and he said, you know, he made mistakes. He has to learn, so he's still learning. Did he perform like he did last week? Nah, not close. But can't expect him to come out there and balls out as a rookie. I don't expect that. I really have him sit and wait until he's ready, until he's comfortable, till he learns the speed of the game. Because one thing he doesn't know yet is the speed of the game.
Yeah.
You know, so going out there practice and running against the two with a second string offensive line, that's also a good teaching point. People say, why is he playing the second string? Well, I say this. if he can do good with the second string offensive line, he definitely do a lot better with the first string offensive line.
Yeah.
With a better running attack. So, it's almost a win-win, but it's kind of a win and a tie. You know what I mean? It's not a win-win situation, but like a win-win tie.
Yeah. I'm curious to even see what it looks like with Kirk, running it. Like, because with the tight ends, I feel like we're going to lean heavy on them tight ends, which is we haven't really had. Remember, like in the last couple of years, our tight end play before Brock was terrible. And that was one of our staples.
What we had Darren Waller.
Yeah. But I mean, after him, like we had a little gap. We had Foster Moreau. You know what I'm saying? We had after that was Mayer, but then remember he was injured the first couple, but then we got Brock, that brought it back.
Yeah. Let's see. I was happy for Aiden dudes who went and been talking about shit lately. Yeah. I don't know what's Aiden's future going to hold. I don't know if they're going to trade him or not. I don't think they're going to cut him. That'll be dumb because somebody will pick him up. Yeah. Soon he cut up, he's going to pick him right off the waiver wire. So I would try to get something out of him.
Yeah. And worst case, like if it fails with Kirk, it fails with Fernando, at least, or, injury, pretty much or whatever. I mean, at least he is an emergency quarter. I would trust him to at least hold his own to, carry us out.
Yeah. And O'Donnell said Patrick Johnson defense ends. He stepped up. Patrick Johnson did stuff. He caused a fumble. He got a sack. So 2 tackles for loss. So Patrick Johnson did step up. So Tristan McCollum, he stepped up too.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of guys stepped up. I mean, all those is late in the game was third string and all that stuff, but that's what we want to see. Who's going to step up? Who's going to show out? Who's going to do this and that? Because one thing we got basically, we know 75% of our starters. Who's going to be the backups? Because that's one thing we felt that last year. When somebody go down, it dips. The backs up just took a dive. Just wow.
Yeah.
So.
I should have worked.
We got to see that. We got to see the backups. Who's going to back up this guy in case it go down or to get a breather. We need those backups. But we had none. Zilch depth last year. None.
When I was a kid, we used to play in the street from telephone pole to telephone pole.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty damn good. Not to toot my own horn, but I mean, we literally lived it every day. Every day after school, throwing street clothes, backpacks off out there in the street. So if I had to work real hard, and I did drugs and all that bad stuff, lived that alternative life, you know what I'm saying? I think right now I would have been on time as the wide receiver 1 on our squad.
Hey, what's up, Twan? Those that play average, below average, or above average. He played average. I mean, he had some good throws. Just made a couple of mistakes. He got sacked one time, a big sack too, because it was 1 yard when he got sacked 11 yards back the field. Yeah, he played average. Like I said, like an average player.
Yeah.
With no spectacular about him.
He didn't
but one thing he did have. He did have composure in the pocket. He looked calm and cool and collected. He didn't panic. He didn't get happy feet. So here we go. So we get happy feet. So yeah, it was average to me. Hey guys, we got a special guest coming to Cover 3 show. We're gonna welcome in Mr. Donald Hall. Mr. Donald Hall, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Man, we're doing all right, man. How's everything with you?
Good.
Yes, sir. Good to see you.
Yeah. Good to see y'all too.
Yeah. So
man. So it was a mixed bag tonight.
Yeah.
It was. It was I was sitting on the couch. I was trying to watch the rest of the game, and I said, "Oh, what? The Raiders might win this game after that long pass by 8." I'm they can really win this game. That'd be great.
Yeah.
But it wasn't I was showing down. Yeah. So what you see that tonight? What did you look at?
It was kind of like a tale of two halves, actually. Like how we started out, as far as kind of slow with the first team. Well, even though Crosby and N'Kobe Dean them didn't play, we was down 17-0 real quick. The first drive we couldn't get off the field, and then then we got the ball. Mandela threw the pick. We was down 14-0, and then after that, I feel like the backups was more aggressive. They competed better this week, better than last week, I believe, and they showed more resolve this week, I believe. So the score is what it is. It's preseason, but I feel like they competed, really on defense too. After them first quarter, to say, I thought the pass rush was getting there a lot better. The corners was better. It got married together a little bit better today, as far as defense. Because last week, Arizona was marching up and down the field, but after the first drive, really, they kind of competed a lot harder, I believe.
Yeah, because that was a second string defense out there on the first drive.
Yeah,
they did a few good things, but then after that, they pretty much slowed them down. That pick six, that's only 2 touchdowns to score, was that first touchdown and that pick six. They didn't score any more.
Yeah.
They scored 6 total points after that.
Yeah.
So the defense held their own.
They did.
So, I'm proud of that. They pretty much shut them out the second half. They didn't get anything.
They did, man. I like the way Trey Stoops played too, man.
Oh, yeah. He did play good.
Yeah, I like the way he had some nice hits. He was all over the field too, man. So I like the way he played.
All right. So Twan says, I heard someone say he played above average. Mendoza did not play above average whatsoever in this game. He played mid.
Yeah.
It was nothing to get excited about. He had some good passes, some good completions, and some bad throws. But like I said, his thing was he was composed. He was calm, cool, collected. Made a couple mistakes, but that's a rookie. So I don't expect much out of him playing with the second string, not the starters. So he was bad.
Yeah.
But like I said, the defense, like I said, really stood out.
Yeah, they did, man.
What's that guy? What's that guy you said? Dalton Johnson stood out?
Yeah, but Patrick Johnson.
Dalton Johnson.
Yeah.
The Pat Johnson stuff too, but Dalton Johnson, both Johnsons stood out.
The safety get from Arizona too. Yeah.
Yeah, both of them stood out. Okay. And that's good. These are rookies, and guys. Pat Johnson just got here, right? That's the one they picked up.
Yeah.
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 Johnson and Johnson.
Yes, that was a good pickup for him. Good.
Definitely though. He definitely gonna put somebody for a roster spot. I've been watching him over these last 2 weeks. And he really didn't flash these last 2 weeks. Definitely in the games though. So I know we got Crawford and Keon Sloan and them guys, but Johnson really stood out to me. Just like his aggressiveness out there is just he looked like he going hard.
He calls that fumble. No, the guy they picked up was Fatukasi.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was stepping there, but I didn't see anything great, but he was there.
Yeah.
But, Kieran Crawford got in there and got in the mix. So, the defense, they actually just, even Harvey, I think he's still on the team. Jafar Harvey was in there.
Yeah.
He got a sack. He got a good sack. He got a good hit on. Defense stepped up.
They did step up.
Compared to last week.
Exactly. I just wanted to see them go out there and compete a lot harder, man. And that's what they did. They, like I said, more aggressive and just competing, man. Making them feel you, though. And I think they did that, and show some resolve.
Well, if anything, these guys, most of them, probably all of them, a lot of them, not going to be starters, but they'll be great depth pieces. That's what we need on this team. Is
definitely.
Depth. We had no depth, like I said earlier, last year, none. If somebody go down or somebody want to get out the game from it, like I said, who's gonna come in? You're gonna go from here to down here when the guy come in. Like, so with these guys and what they perform, it looks pretty good. I think we look pretty good on the defense side. Finally got that. Even McCoy looked good, decent.
He did.
He started getting a step back.
He did. What did y'all think of the offense, though? Just how, you know?
I think we'll be okay.
Well, the running game, I have no complaints about the running game because we put on some yards.
We did.
159 yards rushing. And like I mentioned before you got in here, the lowest one had was a 4.0 average, 4.5, and that was him. That's good. When you get 4.5 and above, that's doing something.
That is, man. They was running the rock, man. They was toting it tonight. And that's what they got to do in that Kubiak offense, man. They got to me, be a run-first offense. And if you can run it like that with Genty and Washington and, you know, and just whatever backs that come in and hammer like that, man, you take a lot of pressure off Cousins and Mendoza and open it up a little bit, man. So that, man, that you get that run game going, then you got something going.
Yeah, exactly. Get the defense something to think about. That play action pass. They'll know if you're going to run, you're going to throw.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, or set up a screenplay or something like that. Because they set up a couple of good screenplays. One got 5, the other one got 13. So, you know, that's another thing they get in the arsenal. You have a good run game, you can like do a play action, set up a screen, boom, gone. I think they do reverse. Oh, they did jet sweep.
They did a sweep. I think we didn't get too much on it though.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He did. Yeah, with Devin Thompson. Yeah. So yeah, the run room is fine. I mean, I don't know who's going to be that third back. Lobby looked pretty good. NBA looked decent, but I do like that Ogun one Wally. Where his name is, I can never say.
Yeah.
I like him.
Uchi Wally.
Huh?
You said Uchi Wally.
I don't know. See, no Ogun Walla. But they said last night. I was like, that's how you said it. I don't know. I really get these guys with names we can't pronounce. Like, come on, dude. What happened to Smith and Johnson and Joe? And maybe something we can pronounce.
Every time he scored, they're gonna play that Uchi Wally Wally, Uchi Bang Bang.
Long they don't do that Dylan Lobby dance. I don't know what the hell that was. Like, what are you doing, dude? What was that? Well, you better go.
I want to ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
As far as in the wide receiver, right? In the wide receiver room right now, right? Mm-hmm. Do y'all think we keep 5 wides or 6 wides, right? So Thornton ain't really played in the preseason. I don't know if he got a little injury or banged up, right? Would y'all keep Noah Brown? And what do you kind of do with Thornton?
I think Thornton, if he don't get back on field in this next game, I think he's on his way out the door. I don't see it because he hasn't done anything. Nothing to prove that he just don't think, because right now everybody's just moving ahead of him. So I think Brown looked pretty decent. He's a veteran too, so he's been around the league for a while. That's a good question.
Because you think about the 5 or 6, you know, you got Naylor, you got Tucker, you got Benson, you got Besh. That's 4, and then you know, depending on if you keep 5 or 6, you know, then you got Jackson, you got Thornton, you got Brown. How many jobs are they really fighting for? As far as the 2 jobs or 1, as far as keeping 5 or 6 wides, and like who was the other 2 wides would you keep, or 1 actually? You know, it's gonna be interesting.
I feel like they're gonna keep more running backs and then less receivers, because you know what I mean. Like I feel like we're gonna run a lot. So that 3-back scheme, that, you know what I'm saying, maybe that, you know, might have Lobby or somebody in for another like pass play or something like that. So I feel like they might just try to use, you know, whoever the best core is out of the wide receivers, and then just kind of lean on that run game.
Because you know the 2 they're keeping, the 3 they're keeping, Tucker, Naylor, and Best might be in the mix now because of the way he looked last week. He didn't play this game. But they're gonna keep two. They know they're gonna keep Naylor and Tucker. They're gonna keep those two.
Yeah.
But they do need a big wide receiver. They don't have that because Naylor and Tucker are not the biggest guys.
Yeah.
If you get him behind the linebackers, like say running across the field, and then you get him use his speed to beat these linebackers, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then he could get open. It's just how you use him. You know what I mean? And then that'll free up Brock too, because you know what I mean. It's going to be a back, or you know, unless you're Denver, but it's mostly going to be a backer on a backer or a safety on Brock. So you know what I'm saying? That'll free him up because he can get open. It's just you got to have them going opposite ways, and then you're just going to have to make them decide. You know, are you going for Brock or are you going for Dante? Because everybody does something different. Like possession for Besh, you know what I'm saying? Like Dante can stretch it out, but that's kind of more Tucker's thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Dante can get open. You just got to stop using him as a deep, long ball threat. Just get him somewhere short. Just get completions. That's what other teams are doing nowadays. They just get, 5 yards here, 7 yards here, chipping away. They're not going for 30-yard, 40-yard bombs and stuff like that. They get chipping away.
But you got to have that in the arsenal to keep the defense honest.
Yeah.
You got to make one of those 30-yard passes now and then to keep defense honest. That's okay. They'll just post the line of scrimmage, and you little 5-yard dump offs won't work anymore. You got to keep them honest.
Yep. I mean, but you're stretching it out with like Tucker and getting thrown across the field. Not like a drag, but like something cross field. You know what I mean? Where someone like pretty much where the safety has to make a decision. You know what I mean? Who are you going to chase? You know what I mean? That's the key about offense. You have to make a defender have to choose. You can't have them just sit and then just have to make a one line to you. You have to make him like, oh damn, I got two people going opposite way. Where am I going? And as soon as he makes his bam, you hit the up. You know what I mean? It's you got to make them guess. But when they can just sit back and say, if they run this or they run a slant, I'm on that. If they're running in, I'm on that. You know what I mean? They'll just limit you to what they'll give you what they want to give you, basically.
Pretty much the thing we did last year. That's all we did. Same things over and over again.
That cover 3.
Mm-hmm. So NB says the top 4 are Tucker, Naylor, Betch, and Benson.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Now if they keep 5, which they probably will, because 4 is not going to be enough. I'll say if they keep
definitely 5.
No, 5 at the minimum. I don't know who's going to be that 5th one. That's going to be determined by who plays in this preseason and practice, because there's no other names really being mentioned besides those 4 guys.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I know Will Brown just came on, but he been injured and banged up a little bit and stuff through his career, man. But the guy can play when he on the field, But how much run and how much rep he gonna get over these next couple of weeks, is that gonna decide his fate as far as him making the team? Because he is a veteran in the room that they making use, and he kind of bigger body too, though. Obviously he not no number one and nothing like that, but he is a veteran and a bigger body though that that can be useful though. But we'll see.
Yeah, good point with MB. But who's really going to be on that? The 5th one's going to be a receiver that can catch, run routes, and block. They got to block.
Yeah.
Okay. And this 3rd team that was in it, the receivers were blocking like crazy. I was watching like, who's this guy here? I forgot who it was. I think it might be Brown. Somebody laid Brown laid the wood on somebody. Lobby cut around that corner. I mean, not Lobby, but MB come around the corner like, who the heck? He laid the wood on. Like, yeah, see, that's what
Brown can block too. Yeah, he definitely can block, man. It's gonna be interesting to see, like with like I said about Thornton, like where do he fit at in this now that he haven't even played, for doing injuries or whatnot. Like, is he behind where they thinking about maybe getting rid of him or trying to stash him? I don't think you can stash him. I think somebody will pull a trigger on him because he's still young. He was a 4th round pick last year. I mean, with that type of 4-3 talent, can still be harnessed. Like, what do we do with him? And he haven't really played yet, like in the preseason yet. It's going to be interesting, man.
Hey, but remember he has an injury right now, so You know,
no for holding his block too long as he was. He was cleaning up out there.
You know what I mean? So they could stash him since he's injured. You know what I mean?
Big respect to Johnny from the New Zealand, Austria area, down under. Thanks for jumping in, man. I think it's morning time now for you guys. Thanks for coming in.
Down under.
Yes.
Yeah, they stashed him on. Yeah, that's exactly what they're gonna do. Both of them say, yeah, one and wherever they're gonna stash him on, they're gonna stash him on, which that's good.
Yeah, because he is.
Yeah. That's why maybe thinking. Do you think he got enough game film on him where people will won't try to plug him, or you think he haven't really? Obviously, he ain't did enough like that. But I'm just saying, going off his skill set, being that fast, height, and all that, is it enough for somebody to take a chance? Like, we know enough about this guy. Well, we can bring him in and maybe put him where we at. You think he done enough with that, or you think it's just like we will be able to stash him?
I think they'll stash him.
Yeah. I mean, I think another team would probably. I'm pretty sure they probably already possibly made an offer. You know what I mean? The all camp they've been talking about. He's not doing this, not doing that. So I mean, and then we're not the best at dealing with talent. You know what I mean? So someone else probably thinks that they could take them to their squad and they could fix them. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I would keep him though, because there's always going to be injuries, and you're going to need bodies. So why get rid of a body when you never know? Just play it out. Let him play this season out. If he rocks back, because I mean technically he only had one season.
Yeah.
So I mean, we got to be fair and give him at least 2.
Yeah.
He was on a season with the worst offensive everything. I would just hold on to him and see what he can do. Because maybe he'll break out, because he's still hurt. So
I would definitely hold on to him too.
I'll give him another shot at say, okay, you got one season after you get an IR. One more season, one shot. But if you can't cut it, then bye. So wide receiver room is kind of thin. But I don't think it's not too much to worry about right now. 2 factors. The run game looked great tonight without Genty.
Yeah.
And with the second string O-line. Look good. Washington, man, great pick. I'm glad they picked him up.
Yeah.
Best looked good. Hemby, I think did a couple. Hemby did a run that's what I'm talking about. That's how you run the football. It's not a Zamir White run. He ran, got hit at the line of scrimmage, and what did he do? Fall forward for 3 more yards.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
You don't get hit and just drop to your knees like Samir White did.
I know. I used to hate that. Oh, man.
And that got me excited. I said, that's how you run the ball. Okay, you can't get at the line of scrimmage, you get hit, boom. What you do? Lean forward, drive legs, and go forward. And that's exactly what we did on multiple occasions. So
and the thing about it, they kind of built the same. Zamir's about 225, man, but they're like, as soon as he on contact, Zamir would just go down, instantly. I was like, man, that dude is so big and powerful, but he can't shed blocks and nothing. Like, as soon as he get hit, he just, man. And, Hemby played with Mendoza at Indiana, man. So I saw him play. He's solid too, man. So that's going to be interesting, Will they keep 4 backs or older Water plays good too, though. That's man.
I'm keeping him. Hemby is 6 feet 210, so he's bigger than Genty. Yeah, as far as size wise, I don't know as fast as he is, but he's big. So they got some big dudes in the backfield. All right.
They got a nice problem to have with them type of backs, though. With that, I mean, you got a nice stable of backs right now, though. I mean, that's gonna be a nice problem to choose from right now.
And so you got Genty, what he can do. Then you got Dylan Lobby, who looked pretty good tonight. A little what they call a swift back.
Yep.
So the running back win for the first time in a long time looks good to me.
It do.
For a long time. It's been a while since I've seen Raiders with a good locker, a little running back room.
Yeah. And then this Kubiak offense, man, the skies can be the limit with that, because they do. That's what they do. They run. Kubiak, Shanahan, they run that offense. As far as the run game, and so if the run game on point, it can open up a lot of things, man. If that room is strong and the offensive line that come together, yeah, man, I like it. I like it.
I'm sorry, bro. I'll bring it up again. But I didn't say the other word, the other Z. I didn't say. I don't call it that no more. I was making comparison. It gives me a headache too. I don't think he even signed anybody, but I don't care if he did or not. Probably go back to his horse farm. Yeah, so linebacker room. Let's talk about that. Didn't like what I saw. Then Bergs, I don't know. We might have to get some more linebackers in that room. Because when Walker and Dean go out, big drop off.
It is definitely
big drop off.
Definitely.
Some guys just step up, but I didn't see enough, and that's what I'm worried about. Because Dean Walker, Walker do have Walker do have a history of injuries.
Yeah, N'Kobe Dean too.
Yeah, he was hurt early in the OTAs and stuff. But linebacker, let me see. There was one guy that did look decent out there. What was his name? He flashed so quick. Actually, nobody did. And there was no linebackers that really stood out to me on the backups.
But like you say, Chris, it's a big drop off between Dean and Quay Walker. They got Lindenberg and Eichenberg.
The Birds.
And they really good. They good special team players and backup linebackers, but it's really, like you said, it's a real big drop off. If them guys get hurt, that's why I always keep saying, like, man, just stay healthy, because them two, Walker and Dean, because man, if they off the field, man, it's
a big drop off.
Yeah, it's definitely a big drop off.
Yeah, so I don't know. They got to go out and get some linebackers. I don't know if what's his name what's his defense? I'm mixing names today. What's the defense coordinator name now? Sorry.
Rob Leonard.
Yeah, Robbie. I don't know if he's happy with his linebacker room or not.
Yeah, that's a good question, man.
I don't. Yeah, because they held their own today, but most of the defensive line and cornerbacks that really defense stepped up. The defensive line, they stepped up. Linebackers, I didn't see too much out of them. I didn't hear the name called to me at all. I didn't see anything. So, what the good thing is this, is that after next week, cuts go down.
Yeah, definitely.
And some people don't cut so many players, and maybe you can pick up somebody in that cut.
Yeah.
So.
And the thing about it is, in a lot of the good teams, it may be good players that get squeezed out and be really good players that can really help us, and where we at right now. So the waiver wire, when that come out for cuts down, it can be real beneficial for us.
I don't know if probably going to cut us, DC. Well, you got to remember, this is his first time making calls. So you got people that realize that everything on the Raiders is new. New coaches, new everything. So he's going to make some decisions. He's been around the league for 14 years, so I think he knows how to make calls. So gotta give him a little time. Gotta get everything gelled together, because he's coaching up the second, third string now. He's more or less the first string.
Yeah, definitely.
So he's working with these guys to get that backup push going. So he has some backup. So especially, he's not gonna go out there and show his whole repertoire,
right?
In games,
right.
He's not going to show his blitz packages. He's not going to show his covers. He's going to show the basic stuff, the basic cover 3, maybe run a blitz here and there. He's not going to show anything. Like nobody is. Nobody shows up. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
So now, this game's counted to or something, maybe so, but they don't count for anything.
No. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be interesting as far as the linebacker room, the backups, man. It's definitely
that's what I'm worried about. And the DB room is concerned, but the way they played tonight, I don't have too much concern, but I do have a little concern. Everybody stepped up. Stu stepped up, like you said. McCoy stepped up.
Yeah, he did.
Brandon Johnson stepped up. All these guys stepped up.
Yeah.
They look good. You know. So,
I like the way they competed tonight, man. I mean, I just really after that first quarter, you know, really they just competed to me. They and that's what I want to see. You know, when the team is in transition, a reset, you want to see them go out there and compete. You know, and lay it on the line, man. And you know, right now, I don't believe we have the talent right now to like be up there like that. But you still could compete and have that competitive nature.
mm-hmm.
You know, and then let Kubiak and Spytek start bringing in the pieces as they see fit, where we really need the help at. You know, but go out there and compete, man. And tonight I saw a lot of more resolve than I saw last week, and I like that because I've been saying it like I need to see more, man. Just compete, man. You know, and it sounds so cliche, like go out there and do that, but everybody ain't on that. Mm-hmm. And tonight I can see that. You know, the rush was there, like you say. The rush was there. The corner back position was better. You know, more aggressive. I said, okay, this is what I'm talking about. And like you say, the preseason score really don't matter because it's preseason, but you still want to see that competitive spirit, man. I really believe in having a competitive spirit. And if you got that, eventually, once you got the talent, you can marry that all together.
And see, the one thing that the defense did, they shut the running game down.
Yeah.
They only had 70 yards rushing compared to almost 200 last week with the Cardinals. So they pretty much shut the running game down. I think Woody Marks, he had a good 20-yard run. Other than that, they pretty much shut him down.
Yeah.
If they're smart, they watched Houston this week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got down and took a little of that and said, hey, okay, shoot, we ain't doing this over here. Let's, you know.
Man, that's it.
Yep.
That's it. That's why I'm glad Kubiak has set this little 3-day thing up with Houston so they can kind of see how Houston get down and take some of the precepts what Houston do and use that for us. I believe this was better for us than it is for Houston.
It was. I agree.
Yeah,
because it's like
great that they set this up. That Tuesday practice, joint practice, and the game tonight. I think it was great for us, so we can see where standard is at. Like, okay, we playing against a top flight defense, a solid offense, and we kind of can mirror some of this stuff. And you know, and even though we don't play this year, you know, take some from Houston. Mm-hmm. It's like you were saying, they could take some from this 3-day window, man.
Yeah, the penalties are pretty outrageous, but like you said, this is a good. What they did. We're gonna practice with them. We're gonna play against them. We're gonna practice with them.
Yeah,
this is a good measuring stick for our team.
Yes,
where we stand at right now. So what we need to improve on.
Yes,
it's like Jason said. You said it's like a good tape to watch. A great tape to watch. Yeah. We go back and we watch these tapes, see what we did against one of the best teams in the league, if not the best defense in the league. See what we did. Not the score, but what we did on certain situations.
Definitely.
And then we got to kick ass next week. Because you know what we get is next week, Chris.
Your 49ers?
Yeah.
My girls in right now screaming about the 49ers. They're playing the Chargers. They're screaming now like, no, these only preseason. Calm down.
Hope they both lose.
Yeah, they could because there ain't no overtime. So Weber's saying that most of the secondary is still struggling with tackling. Yeah, they are. They got to work on that too. I agree. But like I said, most of them are young out there, so yeah, they'll get together. This is not going to be a change overnight change.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a 2-year project.
Yep.
We're going to go through the season. I hope he can compete. I hope he win at least 6 games. That means we did better than last year and step up. Let's double our win total. So we won 3 last year, won 6. Next year we won 12. Yeah. Nice.
Out of Kubiak's 5 years, this will be the worst. You know, it'll get better. It's just this will be the worst because you still got to see what's here.
Wait, say that again. Say it again and say it louder. Say it again. I like what you just said.
This will be the worst year of his 5-year tenure. You know,
I agree.
It gets better from here. It's just we got to suffer through one more, not who knows, not so good or decent, season. But I mean, this I believe will be the worst that we'll see.
I agree.
I don't think. As I feel close to the nation as I watch other people, content creators, and other chat and everything else, I don't feel that we're suffering. A lot of the nation now is like we know what we have to do, and we're not hooping and hollering and jump off the roof. Like we got to win 10, 11 games. I don't hear anybody saying that because I see most people say 6 to 8 wins.
Yep.
All I keep hearing.
Yep.
And that's all we want. We'll be competitive, and we win 6 to 8 games. We're moving in the right direction.
Definitely.
I'm not waking up winning 10 games every morning like Pete Carroll said last year. No, that's over with.
Yep.
We got to rebuild, and we know and we know it in our hearts. Rebuild. Although we Raider fans, when every goddamn game there is, we know that's not possible. But our emotions has went from here to here. Like, take it easy, take a breath.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, because we jump out the window by ourselves. We don't need nobody to pump us up. So that's I'm like, I'll let that man pump me up there. Oh yeah, we can't win 10 games. You know what? You're right, bro.
Time out. The hardest working man in Raider Nation.
And as the season get closer, then it's either to like the 9-10 wins. It's like, okay, now the season about to start. Everybody optimistic about, what can happen as it gets close. But like you say, being in reality, just go ahead and pump the brakes. And we know where we really at. Right. And let that be what it is. Because sometimes when the season gets closer, it's like, okay, we got action, this and that. And until the first 5 or 6 games, we see, okay, but now that we really know where we at, to me, it's not like you said, Chris, it's not like what's the word? Like, it's going to be so much like a struggle in the fact that we losing games, but the direction of where we going is going to be very important.
Yeah, it's the way, it's the thing. We're not going to win every game. I know we're going to lose some games.
Yep.
It's how we lose those games. How do we lose those games? Let's not lose a game like that again the way we lost it. Let's improve on it. Okay, we lost because of this. Now, the next time we play another game, we're not gonna lose. We're not gonna lose like that again. It's step forward because everybody's still learning. You know what I mean? The next thing they got to do is the next piece of the game, they got to cut the damn penalties out because they had penalties for no reason, especially your boy McCoy on that sideline doing that stupid little thumbs down over receiver. They're going to talk to him about that.
I know.
Because that was a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, you do that when you end the game. You don't do that when you end the game on an incompletion. You know what I mean?
Do that when the game is over.
Yeah.
Completely over. Yeah. But it didn't cost them anything because they didn't score. But the fact is that could have been, that 15 yards could have been a 15-yard penalty. They've been field range to win the game in a regular game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know he's out.
I'm a big time Thompson too, though. So I'll be capping if I said I wouldn't be doing the same thing. No.
I know he's out of bounds. He's out of field of play, but he's still in the game. He's still in the game. You can't do that at all. Period. I'm sure they're gonna sit down and talk to him and say, "Hey, that was a good play you made, but you can't do that no more."
Yeah.
And that was a third down play too. So they would have got off the field, and that play would allow them to keep going. So that really, like you said, you can't make them type of mistakes. You can't make that. No, you can't do that.
You on the bench after that.
You on the bench. It's a 3rd and 11, and then that happens, and then the drive extend. Oh no, you coming out the game.
And your teammates looking at you crazy too. Like, bro, what are you doing, bro? You know how hard we working out here?
Man. It's
Yeah, like I said, I can, you can understand it. This is emotions. This is really, he had a good game tonight, I think. And it wasn't the best game, but I can see better as he get back into the flow of things. He was excited. It was a great play.
It was
a great play because he got over excited.
He did.
He played football a year and a half or 2 years, so I can see that, but you still got to continue emotion. Like I said, that could be, if it's a regular season game, that could be a crucial spot. It could be, like I said, towards the end of the game, we need a field goal to win the game, and you doing that stop them and get them off the field, or then go for a fourth down conversion. Now they're in field goal range, and they can kick to win the game. So you got
definitely. Man, that would have been costly.
Yeah. So good thing it didn't cost anything because they didn't score.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm sure they're gonna talk to him about this. I'm sure Matt's gonna put him aside and say, dude, no.
Yeah.
Him doing this was fine. Muscle was fine. But when he stood over and looked down and pointed down, that's what he threw the flag.
Yeah.
We had no kicker. Yeah, throw your toes out of here. You gotta go.
Yeah.
I think that's our worst room right now. Like, I think because we talked about the wide receivers. I have more faith in the wide receivers than I do the kick room.
Well, you don't trust Matt Gay?
Nope.
I'll say go on that phone call Carlson back. Say Carlson.
Bring Carlson back, man.
But doesn't that worry you guys that like nobody's trying to sign him either? Like what's
he's still out there. So
yeah, I know, but like nobody wants him. Like,
well,
besides last year, Carlson was on point to me, man. Like, I know he struggled a little last year, but man, he better than both these guys.
I thought so.
Like they didn't went for because last year we went for it on fourth down a lot when we should have just kicked the damn ball. But I don't know. Either they knew something, like maybe he had an injury that he wasn't able to make big kicks, but for some reason they didn't use him a lot. Like they didn't put the faith in him to use him in these situations. Take the pressure off everybody else. Just put it in the kicker's hand.
Yeah, he was inconsistent. He was like 1 week he'll blast that ball a 55-yard with no problem. Then next week can't hit a 35-yard. He was inconsistent.
Yeah.
So,
but these two guys right here, like Jason said, I don't trust neither one of these guys, man. Man.
Tokyo Toe was a good story, but that story gonna come to an end come tomorrow.
It is. Then you got to try to get somebody in here who can provide some competition, for Matt Gay, man, and we'll see what they can do.
I don't see keeping Tokyo Toe on the practice squad because I think the practice squad spotted for something else.
I wouldn't keep him for that either. No,
you don't keep kickers. You don't keep kickers on practice squads at all. You either play on a squad or not because that takes a spot up. Because kickers are a dime a dozen.
Janikowski might still have it, man.
Bring Jano back, man. I mean Tokyo Toe.
You gonna receive that back? Well, first we gotta get him out that bottle.
He was on the bottle when he was kicking. I was gonna say did some of his best work.
Yeah, actually, because he was drunk that one time. Was a group. Drunk as a skunk. He was about to kick the field goal. Like, damn. Yeah, well, that's the kickers are dime. They can look for some. They can find somebody. But Tokyo got to get off the roster.
I mean, you can't be missing extra points and 38-yard kicks, man. We just can't have that. No.
Even kickoff. He missed about that kickoff last week. He messed that up. Like, dude.
Yeah, he did.
No. So yeah, he'll be gone. Like I said, it was a good story. Great story. Maybe he can go play some football in the Canadian Football League or somewhere and practice kicking. Then maybe he can come back a couple of years. But right now, no, he's taking a roster spot. He got to go.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's way over his head right now.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the stats right now. So for Houston, 164 yards receiving. That's it. 70 yards rushing.
That's what's going to hold them back is I think C.J. Stroud, to be honest. Because, people were saying they're going to see him and they're going to see them in the Super Bowl and, the AFC Championship. But that's if C.J. Stroud could take that step up.
And the Rares had 241 passing, and I said earlier 159 rushing. So we outgained them in all categories. But most of the yards came in the first half. So After that, it's pretty much they didn't do anything. But it was just a preseason game. It wasn't really nothing to really throw your hat over.
Yeah,
I was looking for special players, and besides running back room and a few other things, and nothing really jumped out.
Yeah.
Then I'm seeing some people that not my chat, but I saw somebody chat. Well, we played against the second string. Don't you realize Texans second string just as good as our first string?
Man, Houston, them boys got D, man.
Oh, they're deep. Their defense is deep.
Their defense is deep. I'm interested to see, far as trading Stoops though. Is he gonna start over Pall Mall, or because I really like the way he played tonight. I like the way he flew around, and where's that? Are they gonna use him in the nickel? Because he didn't play it all over, right? 500 snaps in the slot, back end, and on the boundary. We don't kind of use him because I saw him in the nickel a little bit tonight, and I saw him in the boundary, but he was all over the place tonight. It's gonna be interesting to see, is he gonna be a day one starter too?
See, that's the thing, because they have Stoops playing all over the place, and I think they want him like that. The way they have they want Swift Army knife where he can play all positions.
Yeah,
I don't think they want to keep him at one position where he can cover outside, inside, free safety, strong safety. Yeah. He can play that Mike linebacker. Yeah, he can play all positions on the defense. So I think they won't keep him as a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
I think Paul will start at safety because he hasn't gotten better.
Yeah.
Because remember last year they threw him at that position because they already played strong safety. They threw him. He's free safety now. Like what?
Yeah.
And plus, I don't think the way Robbie Lindell is going to be, there's going to be Chin and Paul. They're going to be switching back and forth on certain things. So Chin's a better cover guy than I think Powell is. I think. I'm not exactly sure. Am I right or wrong? But I think he is. But they're going to mix it up. I think they're going to keep Stoops all over the place, which he was tonight.
They got to keep that guy on the field. I know that.
Definitely.
They definitely. You picked him in the second round, man. I hope he. You need that influx of talent, man. And so I can tell the way he was flying around tonight, man. I'm like, okay, this guy can play.
Man, this guy was everywhere.
Yeah, he was.
Even if he didn't get tackled, he's right there next to it.
He was.
God,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, possibly. He's a big kid, 6'2", 200 pounds, so ain't like a little guy.
Yeah.
Paul is 6'3", 204, so they about the same. Probably a little more experience. So we shall see. Next week will be the deciding factor. The next games will be the bubble game. And no stars going to be out there. Really. Maybe for now, might be in for a little while, but tomorrow is a bubble game. I mean, next week's the bubble game.
I was going to ask you about that. You think Mendoza going to play next week? You think they're going to?
They might throw him in a quarter.
Yeah.
They're going to put Aiden on counter to make him look good so they can shop around just in case anybody interested in him.
Yeah, definitely.
I hope they put the other guy. I want to see the other kid, the other quarterback out there, but
I was thinking about that Jacob Clark, and he haven't got no run. I'm thinking, is they trying to stash him? Because I'm like, I want to see him play too, but I'm like, why he ain't getting no run? But it's gonna be interesting to see.
I think he'll be out. I think he'll be out there next week.
Okay, yeah.
I think it will because, I don't see why they got him if they're not going to do anything with him. I know, was it UDFA? I think it was UDFA. They didn't draft him.
Yeah.
So,
they're trying to trade him.
Yeah, they're gonna put Aiden out there to make him look good. Like this game look pretty good. So
yeah.
They're gonna put like we don't cut him. We're gonna get something for him. We want to do that stupid crap they did a few years ago with Edward Carr. And say, well, we can get something out of him. Because teams going to call for quarterbacks.
Surely is.
Especially backup quarterbacks. Excuse me. Teams going to call for quarterbacks. And they wait like everybody's waiting for the waiver wire. Who's getting cut? Who's getting cut? Yeah. If they cut O'Connell, he's gone that same day. As soon as they cut him, you're cut. Yep, somebody picked him up. Somebody gonna pick him up. So I would rather hold on to him. And see if any teams like quarterback. These guys won't give her Aiden Collins. Who's gonna give us? Give us something worth our while.
Or would you keep him, right? He in the last year of his deal, but you can re-up him next year, right? And let him be the backup for Mendoza. What about that? What you think about that as far as him keeping him going forward for him to be the backup to Mendoza? Because right now he'll be the third string right now, obviously with Cousins and Mendoza being 1-2 and him being 3. But Cousins probably gonna be gone next year, I'm pretty sure, more than likely. Yeah. Would you have Mendoza and Aiden 1-2?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
Keep him around so he can do this, the number 2 next year.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind because he'd be another year in the offense. He'd be another year in the NFL. You know what I mean? And because what happens with Mendoza isn't like long term, but
of course, Kev, this offense is good for AOC.
Yeah,
because it doesn't require a whole lot of things. It's been a running game, and you just got to throw the ball.
Yep.
You throw it. You don't have to run. So they possibly could do that. But like I said, if they get off, they can't infuse. They will let them go.
Yeah.
If they get something like somebody go, well, nah, we got to take that. They will let them go.
Yeah, definitely.
So
definitely.
Nobody's safe on this team. Nobody. As far as Cousins next year, if Cousins balls out so hard that we go to the playoffs with him, make a playoff run. Just say hypothetical. Not really. Just say. Much. And they say, what Mendoza got to the. I'm not Mendoza, but Kirk Cousins got to the playoffs. With this team.
My goodness.
Just hear me out. This is hypothetical. This is one of those LSD trips. Excuse me for saying that. Would you keep Cousins next year then if he does that?
Man, that's a good question.
I mean, definitely, yeah, because we would have to learn from the DC situation. Like, like if you got a good thing, let it cook, man. Let it keep cooking until it ain't cooking no more. And then that's what I'm saying. If we go to the playoffs, build off what we got and add to it, and we can do this thing again.
Is it almost like Sam Darnold and McCarthy in Minnesota, kind of like if he, because McCarthy was supposed to start really going into the season. He got hurt. I think against the Raiders, and then Sam Darnold took over. They went 14-2, and they lost to I forgot who it was in the playoffs. But then they let Darnold go to Seattle, and McCarthy. You see what happened to him last year? Kind of the same thing. That's a man, and you got a high draft pick that you want to see play, but the quarterback then won you 2 games, 4 games, and fight for a playoff spot, and the team believe in him. Oh man, that's a sticky situation, man.
But that'd be a good sticky situation to be in too. On top of that, you know what I mean? Okay, well, so you got to the playoffs, and
I know
your kid sat a year and learned like, what do we do? That'll be
let's run it back. I say let's run it back. I'm with Jason, man. Let's run it back. Let's run it back, man. I'm running it back then.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I'm running it back. No.
You got to show me it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But he got us to the playoffs, and we did what?
Yeah. And because watch, he'll get paid somewhere else, and then we'll be stuck.
But the bad thing about that, if we had to resign him again, we have to pay him $60 million.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
That's a contract. Because we only pay him $10 million this year.
Right.
$10 million. Next, if we sign him, it'll be $60 million. That could be renegotiated though. So, but other than that,
yeah.
Playoffs means money. They'll figure it out. Because if we get the playoffs, they're like, hey, we got to double this down.
If he does that, run it again.
Yeah.
Run it again. I say run it again, man. Run it again.
Let's get some more pieces. Let's keep building these pieces.
Right. That Mendoza would just have to wait another year. He just had to wait.
Sorry, Mendoza. But you got to wait. You went to the playoffs, dude.
Man.
If we ever again it's a blowout game, we'll put you in there to finish off the game. But for right now, you got to just hold up.
We ain't seen enough of the playoffs for that. So we get to the playoffs, we definitely behind you.
That would be a dream if that happens, but I doubt it.
That would be. But Cousins had he done made a lot of money, and if you look at his numbers over his career, man, he didn't have some good numbers, man. Like, I mean,
he's the best.
Yeah, he had a decent career, man.
He's just behind what's that, Stafford, and what's his name, the old man in Pittsburgh. He's just behind those guys' career.
Right.
Rodgers. He's just behind those dudes.
He done put up in his career, man. Like Cousins, man, like
just been on bad teams.
Yeah, I mean, and the Achilles is what took him out. It really took him out for, you know what I mean? Like, because I mean, basically he was still playing, but you know what I'm saying? That took him out, and then you know how hard it is to come back off that.
Yeah, well, I see. Well, yeah. Well, when they took Cousins in Atlanta, it was kind of like stupid. They pay all that money for Cousins, knowing they're going to be the starter. Then they draft Penix, and they're going to tell Cousins, well, you know, Penix going to start again halfway through the season. What? You didn't tell me this. At least this time, the Raiders told him, say, look, you don't come to Raiders, but you know we're going to draft Mendoza. Cousins said, right. I know what I'm up against.
Yep. So but if you keep him upright, you keep him upright, man. You know?
I think they will.
Keep him upright. The offense, keep him upright. He can play, man. Just keep him upright.
Yeah. Because the offensive line didn't give that much pressure, really, if you looked at it. I think Mendoza got sad because it was a misread on the line part. They missed a block. They were pretty clean the whole game. 1 sack in the whole game.
Yeah.
You know, so that's second string. But against their second string, which I say that second string can play against any other defense. Can play against the team. So they got players on that team. And they still come upright.
Yeah.
So, you know, the sky's the limit. I mean, like I said, this game tonight was like, it was a win. Of course, I'm happy they won, but it wasn't like I'm excited they won. I mean, I'm just like you guys. I was glad to see them competing.
Yeah.
I remember it being 3-20. So
I remember it was 17-0. Oh God. It was 7-0, then that pick six, 4-0. Like, oh God, what happened? Then 7-0. Then we got a field goal, then 20-3. Like, this game's over. But I'll still watch it because I want to see what we can do.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well,
still all the way through, man. You know, you got players playing for jobs, playing for their careers and stuff. So they was going hard, man. And I enjoyed that part, you know, because of like all this is gonna be a process, man, an evaluation and all that. So everybody getting evaluated right now, you know, up and down the roster though. 90 guys on the roster, you know, so it's everybody got to put their best foot forward, especially all these second, third tier, fourth tier guys, you know, they really playing for something. Yeah. And so I was glad they came out there and competed. And that's what I want to see, like going out as far as in a year, just had a competitive spirit, man.
No, exactly. And you know what what I really felt good about is the sideline. How they celebrated.
Yeah.
The preseason game means nothing. But they were so happy that, okay, we got the monkey off our back. We got a game. This is how it feels to win. Guys, let's start getting used to that. Yeah. They all were excited. I mean, Max was the first one out there on the field with jump up and down. You know, so these guys, they don't go tonight, go to H-Town and party.
Yeah.
Up there. They're not gonna party because they know when they get back to Henderson and Nevada to the training camp area, there's gonna be a lot of things they got to take care of. A lot of things. a lot of film to watch, a lot of things. But just for that moment, a brief moment, they should feel good about themselves and what they can accomplish. They came back from 17 to nothing.
Yep.
When everybody thought they were going to lose and I remember somebody said they were going to get shut out. Like we might get shut out.
Yeah, that's what I say. Matt Gay makes this field goal, so we want to get shut out. You man, like, good, thank you, Matt Gay. I thought I was going to miss it too. Like, this guy.
And the thing about it too is like, it's like what Jason was saying earlier, as far as them, communicating on the sideline and all that. You saw that up and down the sideline during the game.
Yeah.
The whole team, different situations, different players, but they was communicating though, and I like that though. They involved in all that though. Trying to get better. Hopefully, in that sense though. But I like the communication on the sideline just throughout the game.
Because they could be like, damn, the DB's really playing me, jamming me inside, bro. And they're like, all right, well, just fake like you're going to do that, and then I'll hit you outside. Just be ready to cut out. You know what I mean? Because it's like you can run that same play. Just, okay, now we know if your DB's playing you inside all the time, so I'll be like, okay, that ain't going to work. So, but if you go fake like you're going to do that same inside and then just go out, you good. And I'll get you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's how you get better. And even when you run plays in practice, it's like you looking for wrinkles. Like if this isn't there, what is there? Okay, what opens up? When that's double team, okay, so who opens up? So, and it's just, got to get to it and got to be patient. Got to be patient and persistent and chip away. I always say chip away. Get what you can get. Don't be playing around. Like I always say, don't go east, west, north, south. You know what I'm saying? Get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Get there.
Yeah, well, like when Mendoza did the interception, first person that grabbed him was Crosby. He said, "Hey, look, man, keep your head up."
Yeah,
like Jason said earlier, we had a quarterback. I'm not gonna say his name anymore because he don't play for us anymore. We'll go do something stupid and sit on the sideline by himself and mope and cry and pout. And nobody went to him. Nobody went and talked to him. Nobody went to him.
Flip off the crowd and shit. Go
nobody talked to him. But Mendoza went to the sideline, and that's what I say, hey, come on, dude, just keep your head up, man. Don't worry about it. It happens.
Yep.
Just keep pushing. So that was good to see.
That was very good to see.
Because if your teammates don't believe in you, you ain't worth the squat. Because they don't believe in you, then why are you on this team?
Yeah. You're only good as your weakest link, man. That's what I say. Everybody got to lift everybody up because, man, the best player on the team can't do it by himself.
Nope. It takes 22 guys, not 21. They need 21 more guys to help you out.
Yeah. And this is going to be the future of the organization, man. So, how he responds to all that stuff is so important, though. So, by Max going to do that, though, it's just showing, like, man, I got your back, man. Like, it's going to be cool. But at the same time, I think Mendoza is tough. He got a tough resolve about himself too, though. That like, I'm coming back, And to me, like after that, he made some real good throws.
He did.
The two throws to Benson would have been first downs. One could have went all the way.
Yeah,
I mean, he made some really good throws, man. Like, I like Mendoza, man. I like Mendoza. I really do.
And that's what I was saying earlier. He has cool composure. He took a beating. Got right back up. Let's go. You get right back up and just do this. Made some good throws. Like I said, that one could have been a touchdown. He could have caught the ball.
Yep. He reminded me of Andrew Luck a little bit.
That's what I said at the beginning. Like
he said that too.
Yeah, he reminded me of Andrew Luck. That's what he reminded me of.
Donald, you should have been doing this podcast, man. I'm telling you, you're a smart dude.
I'm learning, brother. I'm learning, man. I'm learning.
This guy, man. He's good.
I'm learning, brother. I'm learning every day.
That's because you agree with Jason.
That's why I said, man. I'm picking up the tips, man.
Like it's crazy because like he does have two. There's two Fernandos. There's the like I said, the one at the podium, and then there's the one on the field. There's a killer on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that, man. Like so that's what
I love that too, though.
Yeah.
Even on the one sack, I think it was the one sack. I don't know tonight, but he kind of clapped at like the lineman, kind of like with a serious look, like come on.
Yeah.
Like that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Clapping his face. Come on, man. You got to block.
Yeah.
You know, but that's where the leadership come in at. Like Jay said, the two Fernandos.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like you started to take command of that office. Like you took command.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. You got to tell them, hey, you know, what you doing? Come on, Suez, come on. Because one guy, I don't know what it was, Mr. Assignment, and the guy came right in, straight up the middle.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
Hey, come on. Yeah, I like that.
Hey, do your job. Yeah.
I like that, man.
That's what you're supposed to do as a quarterback. You're supposed to take command of it. You know, you run that team. On the
Exactly.
Take command of it.
Yeah.
What he did.
That's exactly what he did.
After that, I don't did they score us that? I think I got a field goal after that thing.
Yeah, that was all we left. Yeah. And it was a long field goal at that. It was like a 40, 50-yard field goal. But you know, he took him in. Mm-hmm. I said I liked his composure. It's you know the way he handled himself.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't get rattled.
Yeah.
He not scared though. I don't sense that. I sense poise when I see him. No, it's like the dude just seemed under control. Like he just seemed like he just know what he's doing, man. It's like he's still young. Obviously, he got so much room to grow. But it's like to me, I can see him being the top 10. We're top 10 or 12 quarterback in the league. You know, I don't want to say top 5. I would never go that far at this point. But I can see him being in the top 12 far as quarterback, man, like in the league, man, once he get well seasoned. Because the guy is so smart and cerebral. You know, he got great size. I mean, I don't know where his limitations is at. I mean, especially far as when plays break down. You know, either Mahomes can he scramble and get out of there like that and make them plays, Lamar Jackson type plays. Obviously, he's not that type as far as having that skill set. But just playing a quarterback position as far as being cerebral and smart, knowing where to go with the ball. I mean, he always talk about cracking the code. And to me, you know, he's going to put the work in. That dude can really be good, man. I feel more comfortable over these last 2 weeks now with him. Like, man, we got us something, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it's funny. He'd be like, you know, code.
Yeah. Like you said, in the future, you know, once they start building around him, like it's more receivers.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, the run back room is fine. Yeah, the run back room I think was good. Yeah. They could add another piece maybe later on next year or 2 years from now. But for right now, the run back room is good. You know, maybe get another tackle in the guard in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. We got the center because you know that what's it called? I'm not gonna be there forever. Cole Miller's not gonna be there forever.
Yeah. That's what I wanted this year. I wanted
Grant. That's another guy. Grant stepped up too. He looked pretty good too tonight.
Yeah, he did.
You know.
Yeah.
Rogers kind of looked like I didn't recognize it. Like no, but Grant stepped up.
And Zoom playing right tackle, man. Zoom looking pretty solid too over there at right tackle.
Zoom did look good at right tackle.
Yeah, man. That man, we may have something there. Him and Glaze, you know, they
Because I didn't see Zoom. I didn't see anybody get past Zoom too much tonight.
No, he played pretty well last week too.
Yeah.
They I had already started looking at the draft next year, y'all, for wide receivers because I think it's the deep crew coming out while we're going to be draft for next year as far as wides, man. You know, just like, you know, depending on what happens this year, like going to get that number one wide, you know, depending on where it's at, whether it's free agency or draft, man, like, because once Mendoza, the team get equipped around him as far as offensive line, the wide receiver group, obviously we've got the tight end already. Running back room is solid. Man, I think we're going to be well on our way, fellas.
Tackle. All I can see them getting is tackle or wide receiver at that top spot. I wouldn't mind tackle because where we are with the running game, I feel like the tackle would help us.
I know, but that Zoom looked pretty good out there at tackle, man. Jesus.
Yeah,
Nobody really came on that right side. Nobody really came off that right side. He held it down pretty good. And plus, he can play all positions. Guard and center.
I don't know how many sacks he gave up last year in college, man, but I don't think it was really. I don't know how many sacks. Zoom didn't really give up nothing last year.
None. He was a top rated.
You know, and then you got Charles Brown on the other side who's still ascending, getting better. He only in his second year, man. So we may be well on our way. You know, like you were saying, this year is just to get the structure, get the development, get the direction right. Mm-hmm. And we next year, man, I'm really excited because this year gonna be a process, and we get a chance to see it like what we really got going forward.
Zoom was a top rated tackle in last year's draft, and I'm surprised he went that late in the draft. Like, huh? If DFS scores and all that, he's a top.
Short arm. They said he got short arms. You know how it was on like the Ruben Bain thing at Miami. You know, he got short arms, and they gave you. But look at the film. Look at the body of work.
Yeah.
Look at the body of work. I mean, you look at Ruben Bain did at Miami in college. I mean, he was dominant, but they said he had short arms. That's why he went 15th with the Tampa Bay instead of maybe being a top 5 pick. You know, so these people grade you by different metrics. You know, instead of to me, put the film on, put the tape on. Let me see him play. I'm gonna gauge you by your game film than more about if your arms ain't too short.
Yeah.
So it just all depends on. It all depends on.
But then they talk about
they go like you got to be this tall to get on this ride.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he looked pretty good on the right side. You know, I don't know if he's gonna play there, but he's not gonna be a cut can. I'm not worried about him. He's not getting cut.
No.
Valuable. He can play all 3 positions. So
definitely,
he's not going anywhere. Other than that, you know. We're looking for the future. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Let them get cohesive. Let that offensive line gel together for a little while, for a few games. Let them get the offensive line straight now. You know we got your center. We know we got left tackle. Let that guard battle. They got Buford out there. I guess I don't know. We'll see about him.
Yeah.
And then you got Caleb Rogers, and then you got JPJ out there fighting for the spot.
Yeah,
let the best man win. At least it's a good competition.
Yeah.
Right tackle Glaze was doing good 2 years ago. Didn't do good last year.
Yeah,
I don't know if we're gonna do good this year, but at least you got somebody come in there. Like if you can't handle it, you got this other guy right sitting right way to play. Let him play.
Most definitely. Yeah.
I forgot about Dalton. I forgot about Dalton Wagner.
Yeah, I know.
He's still the same. Yeah,
they're developing him for the tackle of the future.
They've been developing the past 5 years, dude. It seems like he's been on practice squad for 10 years, man. They do.
He got the longest UDFA contract ever.
Man,
they're gonna ask him. So you play football? Yeah, I played for the Raiders. What did you do? I was a senior death piece on a practice squad.
Yeah. The dude is like 3, and he's like 6'7", 340. He got great size. He's 6'7". Yeah, I know he had great size, man. He just can't catch it,
for some reason. Because I like him coming out, but
he has concrete feet.
Yeah.
He came out of where? Arkansas?
It was was it Apple?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it Arkansas?
Yeah, he came out of Arkansas.
Yeah.
Arkansas, yeah.
Hey, 6'8", 318. He came out of Arkansas.
Because I remember he was injured, and then they stashed him, and then after that they just kept steady. They couldn't find him, I guess.
Wait, you only been on tape for 2 years? No, you've been on longer than that, have you?
No, it's been longer. He was in there when McDaniels was here.
Mm-hmm.
So they got him 2 years. No, he's been on for 3 years. I don't think.
Was that McDaniels? Yeah.
Yeah, McDaniels drafted him.
Was it?
Was it?
It might have been Gruden's last.
Oh, he had been on 4th year. That's the case, unless they re-signed him. But I don't think they re-signed him.
I know he's been there a long time.
He wasn't there last year. I mean, he was there last year.
Yeah.
He was there when AP was there.
Was it AP? Oh, so he was there for McDaniel.
I think so. He was there. McDaniel drafted him.
Well, you know.
Well, you know. Anyway, there's another tight end, man. Look pretty good out there. The guy who pushed AOC in the end zone. What's his name? Marek.
Yeah.
He's a big dude, 6'5", 261. So he's a nice tight end. I don't know how many tight ends they're going to keep. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 6 tight ends. They probably waive Brock Bowers and they probably waive Michael Mayer. So I don't know what's going to keep it. Well, Mike Mayer and Bowers going to be. That's 2. How many think they're going to keep? 4? Probably will.
Oh man, that's going to be interesting.
Because they are going to a lot of tight end sets, a lot of 12s and 13.
Ian Thomas going to make the team too, so I know they're going to keep at least 3. Yeah. I think Bowers, Mayer, Ian Thomas. Then the 4th, man, it's like it's a numbers game, in that too. Like how many backs, how many tight ends, how many fullbacks do you keep? Like, what do you feel like you need more of than less than, So man, because like you said, they will run a lot of that 12 personnel with 2 tight ends. So I may would keep. I may would keep 4.
I think probably keep 4 because you got to figure they're gonna realize they cut the 13 personnel, 12 personnel. So they got to fix tight ends.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 4.
Shorter got hurt, so basically, what's his name? Albert O will be the dude. Be the 4.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, probably so. Running, I don't know. Running's a good special teams guy, but I don't know if they'll keep him. Ian Thomas, they'll keep.
Yeah.
Who's Shorter? Shorter's not a tight end. Shorter's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
He was a tight end converted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's back to wide receiver now.
Yeah.
But well, he's on.
Yeah, I was say he's injured. Anyway.
He's on IR, so you don't have to worry about him.
Yeah.
I think they'll.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. He's hurt, so that's why Albert O will probably get bumped up because of that one.
I'll say they'll keep 4. I'll say they'll keep 4.
Yeah.
You got a guy named Patrick Gerd. I don't know who that is.
So you go with 4 tight ends and 4 backs.
Yeah. I go 4 backs.
Yeah, 4 backs. Got to keep the tight ends.
And how many wide receivers? We're going to have to get a 53-man roster, guys. We're going to have to put one together. See how many wide receivers we keeping in. We keep it 5. We keep this because it's going to be somewhere going to be a shortage of. You're going to keep less safeties. You're going to keep less somewhere in this mix, putting that 53 together. So, in wide receiver crew right now, you keeping 5 or you keeping 6? Just right now, if you had to say.
I'm saying 5.
I'm saying 5.
You say 5 too? Ooh.
5 for now. I'm gonna keep a couple on the practice squad, but I feel like we need more running backs and more tight ends for that blocking scheme.
Yeah,
right.
Because you get your tight ends, you got Brock Bowers, you got those guys.
Right.
The Genty can catch the ball in the backfield. So can Washington catch the ball in the backfield. Lobby can catch the ball back at the backfield. So you got those guys that you can go out and run patterns and routes. So I would keep 5 wide receivers, and then plus a couple of guys, like you said, is going to be on the practice squad anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. I definitely can see that. Yeah.
So you got to worry about that. And out to 5, who are you guys keeping?
Who? We Tucker, Naylor, Besh, Benson. Ooh, and I guess I'm gonna have to run with Thornton right now. I would like to keep Noah Brown too because he's a veteran though in the room, and he can play. But if I had to keep them 5, I would keep Thornton over Brown. I would say if I couldn't stash Thornton away, I would keep them 5 then.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else is worth mentioning. But I'll probably keep that same crew. Like I said, I would keep Thornton because I'm not gonna just waste that pick. I'm gonna make him worth, at least that pick. Because it's just like I said, it's just getting him. Because somehow, some way, the focus will be shifted towards Brock and whoever our number 1 receiver, whoever the biggest threat. Probably Benson for now, because they know now that that's our go-to. So they'll scheme to stop Brock, and stop Malik. So that's why somebody's got to step up. And I don't know if it's going to be Tucker, if it's going to be Besh, but Thornton has, we can't look at size and speed and all that because it doesn't really mean everything. because we've got fast guys in the past. DHB, one of the fastest to do it, and know. So it's just
like you right about that.
Yeah, I would hate to waste that. Like,
yeah,
I would hate to waste that.
He got drafted in the 4th round. You're right. I mean, you hate to waste. And he only in his 2nd year too. So like sometimes it just don't click right off the top. Hopefully in this Kubiak offense, you give him time to develop and kind of see where that. But give him enough time to really exhaust that to see, okay, can this guy really play in my system? And see how far it go, because at still he was a 4th round pick, and you don't want to waste that pick because he's still young, and he still can get better though. So I definitely wouldn't let him go and see it. But I'm hoping really Jalen Naylor is the guy that really step up, man. Playing with Combs already in Minnesota, already knowing the system with Kubiak, and him kind of knowing where to be on the field and all that, being almost like a safety valve in a sense with Cousins on the field. I'm really hoping Jalen Naylor is the next guy up in the wide receiver room. Not to just be, he's not a number 1, obviously, but to like feel a lot of the role that Kubiak system that he need him to do.
Yeah.
They gave him 3 years, $35 million. So I mean, they gave him a little bit of money, threw him a little bit of money out there, man. And so hopefully, I'm looking at Naylor, man, to be like, outside of Bowers, obviously, to be a guy that kind of, in this offense, because he know Kubiak offense. He's been with Cousins. He's been with both of them people. Have that connection.
That's why they brought him in, because he knows Cousins and he knows Kubiak. That's why they brought him in.
Yeah.
Because like I said, Naylor had one of his best years with Kirk Cousins.
Definitely.
So, one of his better years. So, yeah, that's why he brought him in. I can see it. You want to be something familiar to you that you're used to, that you've seen before, so we can get started. So, not only that, you can help out the younger guys to teach them, like, this is what they do. This is how he runs it. So, I'm glad they brought it. That's one of the veterans I'm glad they did bring in.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, you said 5, huh? Yeah, I know. Top 4 is that 5th slot I'm worried about. Other than that, gotta get that linebacker room together. Got to do
it. Yeah. It sure is a drop off there.
Yeah, what's up, Tamer? Yeah, that's a big drop off because,
Ooh, good hit, boy.
Yeah, I don't know. Next year's draft is going to be a linebacker room, but like I said, maybe they can find somebody in the waivers. We'll see what happens. But nobody stood out to me. Nobody. Nope. I'm looking like, no. All right. Well, next week is the 49ers. What? Well, I was watching this, man. You be careful, man. You're going to get me kicked out the house.
My bad. Hey, sis.
Sleep on the couch tonight.
right. My bad. It's nothing personal, but it is.
Nah, she knows. She don't worry. She knows. She's cool. Yeah. So, anyway, anything else you want to talk about, guys? Anything else you saw tonight?
I'm gonna soak in this win.
What you didn't see?
Soak up this win and move on to next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I want to see Jacob Clark, man. I'm still depressed about that.
Did you guys see the show where it was all 3 of them? No, 4 of them. It was all
I saw that. Yeah, they interviewed a quarterback.
Yeah, and they were asking everybody, if you could have anything or whatever. And then he was like, shit, some reps. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody started laughing.
I respect it. He's like, shit.
Yeah, that was funny. That was some reps.
Yeah. I got more on him, man. I watched the movie when he first got him, but I gotta see that.
That was funny as hell. They was in the inside. I don't forget who was interviewing him. It was all 4 quarterbacks sitting there.
Yeah.
Say anything you want to see this season? What's it? more reps.
Oh man, that's classic right there. That's it right there. He said it was on his mind, didn't he? That's right.
That's what he wants.
That's what was on his mind. I want some more reps, man.
I want to get out there.
Yeah, I want to get out there.
He might play a lot of this damn.
He's playing next. He's playing next
I
week.
want to see him play. I want to, because he can be our number 3 maybe next year. If we can put him on the practice squad, and who knows?
He might be that guy. Shoot.
By them now.
You never know.
Now, are they stat? It could be a stash job.
Yeah.
Well,
because sometimes they hold you back like that when they know that they don't want the film to get out on you and stuff like that, and all in the numbers game. And sometimes they already kind of know what they kind of doing, for they got a plan together for you personally. Like we'll hold you back, but you gonna make the team or be on the practice squad. We're gonna take care of you, and who knows though? Because I was thinking that like, why Jacob Clark ain't playing at all? I'm like, what's going on?
I thought he'll play this game.
I did too.
They want to showcase AOC, so
they want to showcase AOC, right?
But he was rolling with it, so they didn't say, "What he's rolling? Let him stay in there." He'll probably play next week.
Yeah, I want to.
No, Cousins. He might get a rep in there, like a, one series, one down. It just gets make sure he's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
They'll probably banana out there for maybe a quarter, if that. AOC, and then Jacob might get out there. He might even start. We don't know.
That was funny. Where AOC was trying to push through the pile, he wasn't going nowhere, and like he got pushed in like by the dude behind him. But it was crazy. Yeah, he was literally like going nowhere. He was just like,
he had a standstill. But look how far they were. They wasn't that close on the inch line. They like the 1 yard line. They on the quarterback sneak.
Yeah,
they're pretty far back.
The Geno Smith quarterback sneak.
But yeah, 4th and 4 quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
Well, we got in there. They won. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
awesome. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna call it tonight. How about you, Jason?
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna soak in this win. We don't get this much, so I'm gonna just enjoy this moment and hold on to it tightly till next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Okay.
Hey, Don, I appreciate you coming in, brother.
Most deaf, bro.
Thanks for having me, man. You already know. Y'all know it's all good.
He might be a regular cover 3 2. We get a Chewy back, but so just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. I see that link say come on in. You can link your channel too when next time. That way,
it's all good.
So if you don't mind, you can bar cover. We usually have on Tuesdays, but some things happen, so we'll let you know.
Okay.
Chris, do I have to sing the theme song yet? Are we good? Do I got to sing the theme song yet? No. the intro?
Please, no. We feel good tonight. We had a little win. Don't mess that up. Please. Don't mess that up.
Jason.
We got it. I just want to start. I got it. Anyway, as I said, Don Hall, thanks for joining us, brother. And you might be a regular for a little while until Chewy get back. Remember, guys, before you guys leave the building, whoever's in here, make sure to like, subscribe, and notification buttons for all 3 of our channels. You should know Don Hall's channel. Red Nation channel. My channel's right there below. So just hit the subscribe button. Help us out.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. I got to do this before we leave. As always, till I die.
Let's go.
All right, you guys have a good night. Stay safe and go Raiders.
Raider.
Raider Nation Jason. Chris, 4 Raiders. Chewy, and this the Cover 3 show. Raider Nation Jason. Chris, 4 Raiders. Chewy, and this the Cover 3 show. Raiders. Nation Jason, Chris, 4 Raiders, Chewy, and it's the Cover 3 show. Raider Nation. Raiders, 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 Raiders.